Just how dry our conditions are here. It's going to take a lot for us to even heal from that alone, much less a fire.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's a great point. And not only our state with fire going on across northern Colorado especially, but all across the Intermountain West, as our climate pattern for the last good 10 to 11 months has yielded very dry conditions, below average precipitation. We knew that was the season we were going into for below average precip for the winter of 2019-2020, and unfortunately it came to fruition. That fire right now, again, just in western El Paso County, winds are out of the west at about 12 miles per hour, so it certainly could be worse with the winds, but the winds are gusty enough to where it could spread that fire downwind closer into parts of Manitou Springs if they don't get a handle on that fire very quickly. I know it's very tough for fire personnel to really attack this fire because it's in such a rugged area. The winds will be off and on tonight between 5 and 10 miles per hour. At times a little bit gustier across most of the El Paso County areas, but mostly calm for tomorrow. Very calm, as a matter of fact, so that'll help further mitigate that fire if we're still dealing with it on Friday. Now, I will say what is not helping is the drought. We've got extreme to exceptional drought-stricken conditions across the Central Mountains here locally, moderate to severe. So the dry fuels, unfortunately, only help the fire, which is not a good thing. So that is a concern across most of El Paso County right now. You'll notice high temperatures on Friday in the 80s and 90s, and let me make the point yet again because I'm going to make it. This is an ingredient for high fire danger. It's not just the dry conditions, the windy conditions. Warm temperatures is an ingredient as well. So we need a pattern change. We need the cooler temperatures, not just because I think most people prefer it to feel a little bit cooler this time of year, but also because it will help those conditions. Alongside that, we need the moisture. We will get a little bit of it with the system just south of the Gulf of Alaska. On Friday, it's going to be about 200 miles west of the San Luis or the Sacramento Valley, and then it will continue to swing onshore by Saturday. So the first half of our weekend stays mostly dry. In fact, I think Sunday will stay mostly dry, and the front arriving Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening, but it will start to really spread moisture across the Intermountain West and parts of the Wasatch of Utah on Saturday afternoon, and then the front bringing in some increased winds and certainly some cooler conditions. This could increase the high fire danger before the cooler temperatures arrive just because of the increase in wind speeds. But the moisture is not looking overly abundant, unfortunately. But at least with the cooler temperatures, it will help just a bit into early next week. So it could get a little bit worse before it gets better is kind of the main point. Temperatures will be falling into the 60s for the weekend time frame. Pueblo into the 80s on Friday and Saturday, and then we start to see slight changes on Sunday and Monday. Right now, precipitation, again, is not something we're overly focused on because it's just not looking present with the track of the system. But I think the key message is certainly going to be the cooler trend or the more seasonal temperatures, especially by early next week. We'll be right back.
Wake up. What's that sound? Intruder in your home.